Sri Krishna emphasized bhakti throughout the chapter, devotion all the way through the chapter. This devotion is such a safe path. In the other paths, there's the danger of pride. I have performed austerities and the pride has come. One Baba, he engaged in austerities and achieved a measure of self-control, but the pride developed. And consequence of pride was anger. And his anger became so much that for 25 miles away, all the children came to know this Baba is a very angry Baba. These are the dangers of spirituality without bhakti. And in bhakti, your attitude is, if I could do something, it was God's grace. If I fell short somewhere, it was my own weaknesses. So the devotee attributes weaknesses to themselves and successes to God's grace. Sri Rabindranath Tagore, India's first Nobel Prize winner in literature, he says, my Lord, anything that is good in my poetry is all by your grace. And anything that is bad is because I am not properly surrendered to you as yet. So this path of bhakti not only attracts His grace, it also protects us through this humble spirit. Having emphasized bhakti, devotion again and again through the whole chapter, Sri Krishna is now clinching it. The first line which he has said, this is the only line in the entire Bhagavad Gita that is said twice. Once out here, in the 34th verse of the 9th chapter, and once in the 18th chapter while winding up. In the 65th verse, the first line is getting repeated just before Sri Krishna says his famous Sarva Dharman Parityajya. In the verse prior he says this, Arjun, become a devotee. Engage your mind in always thinking of me. So, this bhakti that is being talked about is of two kinds. One bhakti is called Siddha Bhakti, perfect divine love. That is a divine power of God. No matter how much you try, you cannot cultivate it in your heart. It will only be received by His grace. It is His power. He will give it to you when He chooses. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabhunai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, like you cultivate crop in the garden. So you say, I'm cultivating love in my heart and one day it will blossom into pure divine love. No, that pure divine love is His power. You will only get it when He graces you. But from your side, you will need to keep purifying your heart. To purify your heart, you'll have to engage in another kind of bhakti, which is called sadhan bhakti. So sadhan bhakti we have to do. Now for this, don't bring God's grace. When Guruji graces, I will do sadhana. For Siddha Bhakti, you don't bring self-effort. I will get it. Attribute it to grace. For sadhan bhakti, take responsibility. It's my job to do it. I have to take the onus and strive hard to remove my infirmities, struggle, put in the effort. And of course, His grace is coming in any case, but I must do my job. God helps those who help themselves. So sadhan bhakti, to do it is our job. And siddh bhakti, to give it, is his job. That is why mana krama vachana chhadi chaturai. This is our effort. Mana krama vachana chhadi chaturai. Cleanse your mind. Bhajatahi kripa karahi raghurai. That is his work. So how is that siddh bhakti? The siddh bhakti is such that yal labdhva yat prapya na kinchid vanchati na shochati na dveshti na ramate na notsahi bhavati. Once you get that, you get free from all desires because you've got the highest thing. You have no lamentation, no bitterness, no hankering, no aversion, nothing. Tat prapya tadeva avalokayati tadeva shrinoti tadeva chintayati tadeva bhashyati. So Narad ji has explained, when you get that divine love, you will see God everywhere and God alone everywhere. Jit dekhun tit sham mai hai. Tadeva avalokayati tadeva shrinoti. You only hear God. You will only think of God. You will always be with God. There will be no problem. That is when you get that power. But that power, He cannot give it to us right now because we don't have the vessel. Even in the world, you need a vessel. Like the saying goes, if you wish to hold the milk of a lioness, you need a golden vessel. Have you ever milked lioness? But our Hindi poets, they have used this analogy. It is said of Shivaji that his Guruji asked him, go and get the milk of a lioness. Get the milk of a lioness. But his determination to fulfill his Guru's words, he went to the lioness and prayed, look, I have to do this. If you don't mind, please just stand still. And the story goes that the lioness actually cooperated and he milked it. But it is so intense that if you hold it in an iron vessel, it will pour through. So you need that gold vessel, and only then you can hold it. Likewise, divine love has got such intensity in it. Even the slightest bit of selfishness, the moment it comes, all the divine love will start leaking away. You will have to have that pure vessel. And that is why it will have to be prepared through sadhana. So doing sadhana bhakti is our job. We have understood it through the lectures, read it in the books, and we must now put it to practice. In the sadhana bhakti, keep 3 points in mind. The first is nishkam bhakti, selfless devotion. Love God for His sake, not for your sake. Now this will require a lot of work because our practice of endless lifetimes, we loved the world for our sake. Everything we did was for our happiness. You will have to turn it around. Turning it around and learn to love God for His happiness. It will not come in a day. It will not come in a year. It will not come in a decade. But you must persist. And then success will come. And the second condition is Ananya Bhakti. Learn to make your heart exclusive. Take the world out from your heart. All these attachments to the world, worldly things, worldly personalities, respect them all. Do your duty. Do it from a higher place. Your duty to your family members, to society, from a higher place, not from a place of attachment. So free up your heart. It's like that water pump. The pump pulls up water from 100 feet below. But it will only pull the water up if the air has been removed. Until then, you have to keep on pumping. If you go to India, sometimes in the villages, you still find these pumps there, right? Keep struggling. Now somebody sees the pump for the first time, so I'm doing this, nothing is happening. They tell you, no, you have to keep doing it 50, 60 times. Don't lose heart. Likewise, the vacuum will have to be created in the heart. If the heart is full of the world, there is no space for God. So, Ananya Bhakti. Learn to free up your mind and attach it to the divine alone. That's God, His Naam, Roop, Leela, Gun, Dham and Sant, the Guru. And the third one is Nirantar Bhakti. Nirantar Bhakti means constantly, always. This is what Sri Krishna is saying in this verse. Think of me always. If there is one instruction that is to be taken from the whole Gita, if there is one instruction that is repeated the maximum, it is this one instruction. Remember the Lord always. So automatically you are free from all worldly desire, anger, greed. Kaha Hanumanta Vipati Prabhu Soi Jab Tav Sumeran Bhajanan Hoi. Hanumanji said to Bhagwan Ram, there is only one calamity. Forgetfulness of you. Because moment we forget the Lord, Maya Devi is there. Anger, greed, desire, its senapatis are all standing by. Your mind is back in Maya, come. So the protection is his constant remembrance. And Sri Maharaj Ji, to these 3 points, he has added another point. He says, cultivate seva bhav. In the Bhakti Shatak, he has said, 100 baatan ki baat ek, out of 100 pieces of knowledge, consider this the most important. Dharu murli dhar dhyan, remember your Lord. Badhavahu seva vasana, grow your desire to serve. Yah 100 jnana gyan. This is 1 out of 100 pieces of knowledge. Grow your desire to serve. Remember the Lord and grow your desire to serve. It's the fastest way of cleansing your heart. So this sadhan bhakti is what we have to do. And He is already gracing us. The speed of His grace will keep increasing. Jo tu dhave ek pag, to main dhaun 60. Oh soul, you take 1 step to me, I take 60 steps. Jo tu kar raha laat, to main lohe ki laat. Jo tu kar raha kaat, to main lohe ki laat. So God is strict. He is harder than the thunderbolt and softer than a flower. Vajradapi kathorani mriduni kusumani. If you are not surrendered, you break your head against the law of karma, He will not relent. And when you are surrendered, He is taking full care. So He says, you will certainly come to me, Arjun.